Jewels is a setup which expertise into manufacturing. Believe in strong product engineering. Our primary production facility indulges into gold-based whole key jewelry, which is also called the fusion jewelry.
Good afternoon, Abhishek.
Hi, Anil.
Such a pleasure meeting you after a very long time.
Absolutely.
In fact, last time I met you, I remember I had come to Jaipur and we spent quite some time with each other. So I'm glad that you have accepted the invitation.
Sure, please.
And we'll shortly be talking about the luxury space in the Indian context. What I've seen as far as Raniwala's is concerned, you have a heritage of 144 years.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But what I see that while there is a heritage, there is a modernity, continuity, and you are, I think, in your 40s, so you are young. While your company or your brand is 144-year-old, you are young, and you are really navigating the space very well. And what interests me specifically is your association with designers, fashion designers.
Yeah.
So just tell me something more about the space. You have associated with Manish, then earlier Sabya, now Rahul.
Yeah.
So tell me how it goes, how difficult they are, because the persona, everybody, when you meet them in public, they're all goody-goody. But I believe they are tough nut to crack. That's what my experience also tells me. The moment you talk about formal association, they are very tough.
Yeah.
So with this preamble, I would like to know your views.
So thank you, Anilji, for putting that conversation right in the center, and I will approach it as straight as I can.
Okay.
The biggest asset for a designer is their brand, and it's their image. How can one contribute to enhance that image and also keep the aesthetics and architecture of the brand structured the way they want to move ahead? I think that is where the conversations start happening or formalizing in terms of associations. So that's one. With other people or other companies, asset class definition could be product, etc. But with brands and with designers, it's only about their image and their name, and they are very real, and they embrace this and they live it every day. So when I say when we work with these fantastic, very inspiring designers, they live by that. They live with that style. They live with that thought process of building a brand architecture. They create aspirations. They are inspired themselves. They are highly motivated, and always in the back of the mind, the customer, consistency, communication, connection is what networking is, what their lifestyle is, and that's how you create sustainable brands, and how are these designers they create their lives like that.
See, I've been associated with this space for over a decade now. So this association between fashion, couture and jewelry is very established.
Yeah.
And it has been happening abroad, even in India. But if you see all these associations, they started with fashion weeks.
Yes.
Whether it is India Couture Week or Lakme Fashion Week,
yeah,
or you name it.
yeah.
So earlier, the association was limited for PR opportunity. You walk on the ramp, you wear designer stuff, you wear jewelry from luxury maison.
Yeah.
So it started that way. But I always maintained that there is a tremendous synergy for doing collaborative retail. And it started also in a big way. But what I find now, that these these fashion designers are smarter than jewelers. They have learned from you and they launched their own label. So don't you think that they are more opportunistic? They have learned from you, and I think they are doing a pretty good job. And I was watching Sabya's video.
Yeah.
where he has said that, all jewelers are jealous of me, they are bad mouthing me, but I have not heard any jeweler who's talking bad about Sabyasachi. So since you are associated with
Yeah.
him, and
So,
I also knew him when he was a struggler, in fact, back to my Gitanjali days. And to think of it, unless he had the corporate backing, I think he would still be struggling. That's what my opinion is. So, with these words, I would invite your views and be as candid as possible.
Sabya or Manish are fantastic people. What you rightly said that in any kind of association, both the parties, jeweler and fashion world, are there to grow, progress, and there's a lot of knowledge sharing happening. And that's you're right that fashion designers have learned jewelry from jewelers, but if you see the whole system of fashion where trends mapping what Gen Z are liking starts with apparels and jewelers adapt that.
Yes.
Having said that, the jewelers have learned a lot because
So, what exactly is the concrete learning?
so we understand the trends, the palettes, the look far before because we are working with the fashion designers. They decide the season 6 months before or 8 months before. For example, you take any worldwide Zara, they all decide the trends or map the trends 1 year before. That was a big learning for us. That how do we can map trends and the next thing happening and accommodate those motifs, silhouettes in our jewelry. And that is a huge learning where which we were always talking about product, we were talking about heritage, but this was something beyond. How to be more relevant? Another thing, we learned a huge there's another paradigm learning was communication.
Okay.
How do you communicate with your client? What is the aspiration you're building, the photo shoots you're getting, the content you're creating? I think so. It's both ways the learnings have happened, and as I said, any association has to learn and grow. So jewelers have gone their path of learning, and of course, fashion designers did their learnings and took things ahead.
So, with these learnings, do you think consumers are going to buy jewelry first and then matching apparel? Do you think that day coming?
It's a hen and egg things are happening. Today the look is selling.
Okay.
The Gen Z bride, Anilji, Gen Z bride comes and she comes with a look. She knows what lehenga she's wearing, what color, what floral, what is the trend, where she wants to get married, what kind of jewelry, what kind of functional jewelry she wants to wear, where she wants to travel. It's all there. The bride has thought, seen, understood everything, and it's a matter of expression now, which she wants to live with it. So coming back to your question, jewelry pehle ya kapde pehle, it's a hen and egg kind of a conversation, but we see a lot of things happening.
But do you foresee jewelers getting into apparel, couture or designer stuff? Will you get into that space?
There's so much of scope in our what we are doing. Idea for a person like me is to be alive, to be creative. And as far as my creative thirst is getting fulfilled with jewelry and color stones and reaching to the right set of people with my art and craft, I'm happy. I'm happy with my space.
Okay.
But it's an open, we've seen some jewelry stores getting into apparels in India. There are good old jewelry houses where it's just taken a floor and started retailing clothes. So
but are they just retailing or they are getting into the creative aspect?
The first step is retailing, and then probably the second step of creation will come.
Okay. I'm glad as long as you are happy and prospering because you are my friend. So I would definitely be happy.
Thank you, Anilji.
And one more important
Yes,
aspect
yes.
is you are in the luxury space.
Yeah.
See, there is a thought process that when you are into luxury, your focus is the end consumer.
Yeah.
So how does the B2B aspect, because you are selling to jewelers also.
Yeah.
So where does it fit in? Because jewelers are not going to sell it as a Raniwala product,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So how do you see that? Don't you think your efforts are diverted to an extent? What is your opinion?
Fantastic question, Anilji, and this is where your experience comes in asking me this question. Thank you for putting up on the table. So, it could be B2B or B2C. The sense of the brand is to be creative, to be relative, to make something which is authentic, real, sustainable, creative, functional, with a promise. That is the bottom line of any kind of customer, could be a B2B or a B2C. Now, what we at Raniwala do is that we have clear demarcation of a brand which is B2C, which is Raniwala, 1881, B2B, which is Royal Rising. And the backends, when I say the backends, the merchandising team, the product brief, the product engineering, the designing team, the manufacturing aesthetics and sense, they are totally different. So what I'm saying is that,
so you have two separate identities.
Two separate identities. So, and where the biggest mix is the product engineering.
Okay.
How do we look? Our first conversation in B2B is that, can a reseller add value and can sell it?
No, that is one aspect. See, as long as he is getting money,
Yeah, he's getting value out of it.
And you are getting repeat orders,
Yeah.
it works very fine.
Fantastic.
But what about the brand? Because I am pretty sure, considering that I have been in the jewelry space for a long time, they would not sell it as somebody else's brand.
So Royal Rising Jewels is making products where people want to sell it. What do we get on the table? We get creation, we get authenticity. So we are happy as a Royal Rising Jewels in B2B space to make that product for that client, which is exclusive, and sell it by their own name.
Okay. So you are fine with this?
Very happy.
Great. Thank you so much. It was nice talking.
Anilji, pleasure is mine.